writing, like my being, is bound to nature. Since December, it's been wet and dark for weeks on end with little respite. I found myself in a creative rut despite an abundance of time, as if the ink inside my pen has turned to mud. My thoughts, the words I pour onto the page, are gloomy and dark, like the dour sheets of rain that pour incessantly down my window pane. Dusk without her beautifully textured cloak, winter without the crystalline brilliance that catches my imagination. I must be patient, accept the season I'm in as I accept the deep, foamy river, as I accept the rain, the wet, oppressive dark. Midwinter seems an age away, when I left an offering of a white rose petal to the river. I asked nothing of the sodden earth and veins of water that have nourished me my whole life, except to charge my skin and soul with cold electricity. It rains because it must. Even though I wish I had more to show for myself as we near the end of winter, I accept the truth of things. That while the will to create is there and the time to create is there, the creation itself isn't ready yet. Like the errant sun and the snowdrops slumbering deep below the earth, it's not yet time to emerge.
Vesgrama Harshin. I wanted to say that with these writing vlogs, they're like with everything I'm doing at the minute, it's going to feel more like a diary and chronicle my project that I'm working on at the minute and random thoughts about writing and my writing process. I've been trying to vlog my writing process for the last couple of months and I found it really difficult because I find it difficult to write and film myself at the same time, and if I'm trying to film it then I don't have a very productive writing day, so I thought I would film what I can and then maybe intersperse it with some of my thoughts on writing. Writing has been a huge part of my life since I was a teenager. Basically, I kept a diary since I was 14 years old, and writing's always been a way for me to make sense of how I feel about things and pour all my emotions out onto the page. I'm a very sensitive person and writing has always been there for me as a way to make sense of how I feel. My writing truly flows when I'm living life and not being too pedantic about how much I write or how often I write or sticking to deadlines for novels and projects. Obviously that can be useful when you're trying to write a novel or finish a project, but there was definitely a period of my life where I was forgetting to live in between and I got so consumed by wanting to finish a novel and almost have something to show for myself, and I'm really proud that I have managed to write a couple of novels and I've got 2 short story collections that I self-published, but I'm at a point now where I feel like I just want to get back to the basics of creativity and really fall in love with writing again. It's been so rainy here in Perthshire for weeks on end now, and yeah, it's still raining, but I thought I need to get out of the house, so me and my sister went through to a wee village near us and had a coffee and cake, and then I went to the wee vintage shop and bought a couple of purchases, which I know this is meant to be a writing vlog, but I find like all these little trinkets inspire my imagination as well, especially second-hand stuff. It's always got a story behind it. You don't quite know who owned it before you or why, and I found this really cute little silver Wee Willie Winky style candle holder. And I didn't realise until I took it home that the lady had also given me the candle that came with it, which I thought was just for display purposes. So I've got this lovely candle now that I can sit on my desk. I love writing by candlelight and lighting a candle before writing because it is symbolic to me of the creative spark, and fire can obviously be very destructive, but I think you can see it as a potent creative symbol as well. So yeah, I love writing. I love lighting candles while I write. So I got that. I also found this adorable postcard with guinea pigs on it. When I was living on Skye, I used to love writing postcards and letters to people, and one of my friends has gotten into writing letters, and she sent me a letter recently, so I thought that I could send this to her in the post. It was just so cute. So yeah, I love writing letters, so I thought this might come in handy to send to a friend. So those were a few wee writing trinkets that I got today, and yeah, I think I will probably make a cup of tea and do a little bit of writing. I haven't written anything yet today. It's a Saturday, so I usually just try and leave weekends free from writing, but I am going to do a little bit of writing after filming this because I have a Substack that I'm trying to put out every Sunday. If you don't follow me on Substack, I'm just Selkie Grove on there. Yeah, so I write weekly on Substack, and at the moment I'm also working on rewriting a novel that I wrote a few years ago, but I think I'll save that for another vlog. I just today wanted to introduce you to the fact that, if you don't know already, I am a writer. I'm working on a novel at the minute, and yeah, I share my diary on Substack, which is a compliment to what I'm doing here, and is a lot more eloquent because I think that's another reason that I'm a writer. I feel I'm much more eloquent when I can stop and compose my thoughts and get it out in writing rather than talking. I am a much better writer than I am a talker. So yeah, I will leave it there for just now.